Almost if you don't know me and you just recently started following me, my name is Janelle Rocket, but everybody calls me Rocky. I'm a unicorn in business. That's the best way I can describe what I do and how I do it. And I love what I do. I love talking about AI. I love talking about God. I love praying. I love yelling, right? But sometimes I yell way louder than what my voice really is. I love my family. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. I pray for y'all in a hot second, just like I'll, go off on you in a hot second too. Um, I just really I love what I do. I know I'm called to it. And whew, okay. And the reason why I'm doing this introduction of myself because last week, well, actually the past 10 days, I posted four posts on social media and all of them went viral. All of them went viral. And I grew 1,000 followers since last Monday. I grew 1,000 followers since last Monday. And I still can't believe that I'm about to hit a million reach. Like I'm looking at my reach right now and I'm about to hit a million reach. I've never hit a million reach on nothing. Like nothing. Nothing at all. I haven't hit a million reach on anything and it's blowing my mind. So there's a lesson I want to talk to y'all about. I'm gonna sell y'all some stuff, but I'm gonna talk to y'all about a lesson that I've been learning too. What's up, Kendra? First off, Kendra is crazy and I love her. And she knows I love her real bad. I just want to say that. I love you too, Shauna, but Kendra is crazy. If y'all don't follow her, y'all need to follow her. She's well, neither here nor there. So I want to tell y'all about this lesson. So, first and foremost, before I tell y'all about a lesson, because I'm a business owner that has a business that do real business and we make business, I am hosting a workshop next week. It's called the 3 AI assets that all experts are going to need in their business in 2026. It's it's going to be dope. If you've ever been to any of my workshops or my master classes, you know I don't do fluff. I will also be honest with y'all. It's a conversion event. I want y'all to buy some stuff from me. Y'all look, my AI agent is ringing my phone. Look at this. I want you, listen, it's a conversion event. I want y'all to buy something from me. I'm a business owner that has a business that does real business and I like making money. So, if you are available next week on the 12th, it's going to be a 90-minute workshop. If you want to ask me some questions and things like that about AI assets or building your own assets, we have a VIP session immediately after that. So I got to listen, I'm a business owner. I got to sell y'all something. And I'll take a couple moments throughout this live because I really don't have a time frame on how long I'm gonna be live, but I'm gonna take a couple moments throughout this live to just remind y'all of that. I'll drop the link for y'all too. So if it's okay if I share my lesson with y'all, please let me know. I want to know y'all are here. I see Kendra, I see Shauna, they already commented, but I want to make sure that I could share my lessons with y'all. And this is a safe space. Is this a safe space? Is this a safe space? I want to make sure that y'all are open-minded to me sharing my lessons because I might get in somebody's business. And I don't know. I don't know who this is gonna be for. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So in December of 2023, God gave me a very specific business vision of what my business was supposed to look like. And I was accepting of it. I knew exactly what two paths I was going to be walking on. And I felt it in my spirit. I was very okay with it. I'm going to say okay because I didn't become good with it until recently. But I was very okay with it. Like I saw it and I was like, okay, that's going to be crazy, but it is what it is. I'm down for it. We got it. I did get a bit of imposter syndrome probably in about January or February of 2024. Also had some significant loss in February of 2024. And I didn't know anymore. I was just like, am I supposed to do this thing? Am I supposed to go here? Is this still the plan, God? Like some things aren't working out. I was also sick majority of 2024. Sick. Like I had stomach pain from like January 29th all the way until February of this year. February 17th of this year, I had consistent and constant stomach pain. I had issues. I was just sick. So I was really in a place where I was like, man, this can't be it. This can't be the plan. Because if this is a plan, why am I walking around with a thorn in my side? Neither here nor there. So you can imagine what I didn't do. I decided to listen to myself, lean on my own understanding. And I decided to just continue business the way it was. And let me tell y'all, for some of y'all, God is talking to you. This is the first point I want to make. For some of y'all, God is talking to you and he's telling you to make a shift and you're not listening. First point. Let me type it in. God is telling you to make a shift or pivot. It's my first point. God is telling you to make a shift or a pivot and you're not listening. And let me tell you what not listening meant for me, and you might be able to identify with it because when I say you're not listening, you might be thinking, well, if he's talking to me, I can hear him. Hold on. For me, I was afraid or I feared the level of success that I knew I was going to be tapping into with this pivot or shift in my business. Everyone was telling me, Rocky, you got to stop doing what you're doing. Like, Rocky, like, you're so dope. Like, Rocky, people are paying you. They need to be paying you thousands of dollars. Like, Rocky, 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 right? And I was afraid. I was really afraid of my own genius. I felt as if I was going to grow too fast. I wasn't going to have enough support. I wasn't going to have the right systems. And I decided to take a different route because even though I saw the shift, I saw the pivot, I was afraid of my own success. And I think a lot of times we look at success and we're like, you know what? Like, I want success. I want the thing. I want to blow up. I want to do this, but can we handle it? And then there's seasons where God is really working on us and he wants us to prepare the foundation and build the thing. And we're not doing it. So when we do have this level of success, it kind of crumbles underneath us. And if you've ever been through a season where you had a lot of success and you didn't have a foundation and it crumbled, you having a conversation with God like, oh, I'm going to have another good season. I'm going to have another great season. And I don't have a foundation. I don't have these things. It's going to crumble. You become fearful. And so I became fearful of where I was going. I would, God is telling you to make a shift or a pivot and it scares you. For one, if it scares you, then you're on the right track. Let me just say that. If it scares you, then you're on the right track. All right? The second thing I had to understand is that there are no mistakes. Hold on, let me see this. Let me see. Second point. There are no mistakes. I need to make this point. There are no mistakes. Some of y'all beat yourselves up so bad about decisions and choices that you make, and you don't realize that even you making a choice or a decision is still a learning experience. It's still something God is saying, you know what? Like, I like what this is going to do for you. Even though you chose this, I like what this is going to do for you. I like who you're going to become because of it. And I'm going to see you through it. I'm going to be right there through it. Because a lot of times we feel like we're alone in the fiery furnace, but really God is right there next to us. He's walking along the path with us, even when it feels like we're alone. And so some of you might be holding on to a mistake from the past or an experience from the past or a memory from the past or some sort of trauma from the past. And in reality, you got to let that go in order to let it move you, in order for you to move forward. I call it emotional, mental, and spiritual baggage that's holding you down. So, my second point is there are no mistakes. So, as I sit here today and I've gone through what I went through in 2024, February 17th was the last day that I had stomach pain. All the way up to today, I have been stomach pain free because I made a choice that I wanted to really follow the plan that God had in front of me. But there were some things I needed to do. I needed to clean house. So my third point, okay, shoot, these some good points. You will have to clean house and get rid of some things or people. You will have to clean house and get rid of some things or some people. In order for you to go where you're going next, you will not be able to take everybody with you. You won't be able to take every situation, everything that you love, everything that you carry, right? I once learned that there are different types of hoarders. I'm a people hoarder. Can I speak on myself for a second? I'm a people hoarder. I am someone who hoards people, who keeps people longer than they should be around me. Hmm. I keep people in my life longer than they should be around me. And so I say this to you because there was a lot of there was a lot of dead weight in my life that I was carrying. And I kept wondering, why am I moving so slow? Why am I always in pain? Why am I experiencing this? Why am I going through this? Why all this constant like mental turbulence that I was having. And I didn't realize that I was carrying my own baggage. You're gonna have to clean house and get rid of some things or people if you are going to truly walk in what God has for you. That's just the reality of it. Because, yeah, some people are meant to be in your life forever, but some people aren't meant to be in your life forever. Some people are there for lessons so you can have a bigger blessing. That's really what it is. So, if you want the things that God has for you, you have to experience some sort of like you're going to probably experience some sort of loss, which means you're going to deal with some sort of grief. This ain't a point, but I'm gonna make a point. Grief is real. A lot of times we're not angry. A lot of times we're not sad. A lot of times we're not like we if you get to the root of what your issue is, sometimes we really are just grieving. We are grieving something. We're grieving something that we had and we lost, or we're grieving something that we really wanted and we never got. We're grieving something that maybe even we saw somebody have and we were like, man, I should have that too. I work hard. I do this. I do that. Sidebar, I had a situation like this over the summer with a friend, and I told them, I said, I see you winning, and I felt some type of way, so I can't be a good friend to you right now. There's nothing wrong with you. It's me. I need to check my heart and I need to check my spirit. If I can't show up for you and win with you and clap for you and I feel some type of way as your friend, I have to separate myself so that way you can have your moment and your thing without me feeling how I feel. Because a lot of us are grieving and we don't even realizing it. We're walking, there's this thing called walking pneumonia. Some of us are walking around with grief and we don't even realize it. Let me give you another example. My business looked way different in 2022 and 2023 than what it does today. I am grieving the way my business looked in 2023. My business does not look the same. I don't make money the same. I ain't working with the same clients. Things ain't going as fast as I want it to go. It's not, baby, I still got motion. I still got motion, but the motion be motioning. Do you hear me? I, I had to realize this year I was grieving my business from 2023. I was holding me back because I didn't realize how much I was grieving. We think we're depressed. We think that we're anxious. And this is me speaking for me. I'm not speaking for all of y'all. I'm speaking for me. I thought that I was depressed. I thought that I was angry. I thought like all these other things, but I was literally, grief was living in my stomach. Shameless plug. I talk about grief in my book, The Root She Couldn't Kill. Shameless plug. But grief was literally living inside of me. And I didn't realize how much grief I was carrying. I had to grieve my old life. I had to grieve my old business. I had to grieve my old friendships. I had to grieve all these things. And when I truly understood what grief was, I was able to see things so clearly. I was able to, it felt like I grew up overnight. My God, I felt like I grew up overnight because I finally could place a name to my shame. Ooh, I finally could place a name to my shame. I was grieving. the mom I wish I had. I was grieving my dad for leaving me too early. I was grieving my marriage, even though it ended in 2014. I was grieving like this this relationship, this ideal or dream relationship I thought I would have with my daughter. Like, and don't get me wrong, if y'all know me and Elena, we have a pretty solid relationship. But there was a Delulu version in my head where I was like, super mom. And if you are a mom, you know being super mom is not a real thing. I was grieving so much and I hadn't realized I had so much unprocessed grief. I was backed up. So in 2024, when I had all these stomach issues, literally crying out to God, why does my stomach hurt so much? Why am I in so much pain all the time? I think I made a post last year where I was like, y'all, I don't even know what's going on with me, but I have gone to doctor after doctor. I've had test after test. I am just in pain all the time. I sit, I'm in pain. Like, I am in pain. And I don't want 2020 to happen again, y'all. Like, I was so backed up with just unprocessed grief that I didn't realize how much I was holding myself back. I didn't realize how much I wasn't allowing God to take control of this feeling, this pain that I had, right? Like because I was holding on to it. But there is something, this is my fourth point I'm gonna make. This is my fourth point. I think I want to make 5 points. Well, this is my fourth point. I'm going to type it before I say it. Okay. I'm going to type it before I say it. All right. I know it's a lie. Y'all like, girl, what's your fourth point? Okay. Okay. Surrendering is only hard because, and I'm going to add this in. I ain't going to type it in because I don't know how to spell it on the spot. Because subconsciously, you like staying stuck in your own shit and it's comfortable because sometimes comfort is all we know. Yeah, I cussed. Surrendering for me meant that I had to let go of some stuff. It meant that the things that became comfort, my trauma, the things that I allowed to, oh look, she plugged my book. You better thank you, girl. The things that I allowed to keep me in comfort for so long, I had to let go. And surrendering is hard because it felt good to have those things. It felt good to have those people. I want that feeling again. And God was like, but if you would just let it all go, I have something better. But I like this, God. No, 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 no. Let it all go. I got something better. But God, I like let it. Sometimes God wants you to let go of the things you hold nearest and dearest to your heart, to your heart. Because it's not serving your heart for where you're getting ready to go. He needs your heart to be purified. He needs your heart to be clear and free, like a deed on a car and a deed to a house. No liens, no cash companies coming after you, no car note, no mortgage. He needs the deed to be free and clear. Your heart in order for you to go where he's trying to take you. There are so many things you hold on to. How people said I looked in 2020, what people said about me, my family this, my mama that, my sister that, my business was this, I made this much money, I had this, I had that, I had woo, woo. So many things we hold on to out of comfort, and we want those things back because they made us happy. But God's like, let it go. I have something way better for you. That grip you have on it, let it go. Release it. Once you release the grip, I got you, boo. And some of us really need to let go of some things and let God handle some things so we can truly just walk away, like walk. Just, hey, I'm in it. I'm at a point now where I'm just like, what they say, I'm just out here trusting God, like literally just out here trusting God. Literally just out here trusting God. And you have to be able to let some things go. Here's my last point. This was my fourth point, but I'm glad I got 5 points because five sounds better than four at this point. This is the fifth point that I'm going to make. Okay. You need to, oh, no, 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 no. I ain't gonna say you need to. I'm gonna say, mm, ooh, I'm gonna say this word. My fifth point is God will send you people who are happy to help you be better. Part of me going live today was a reflection over the past like month or two of just how some of my friendships and relationships look different. And there's a level of love and care that God has in my life right now with the people that He's brought to me that I sit and I become so emotional because there are people who hold me accountable. There are people who see me lack in a way and they come to me and they talk to me. They don't talk to Janelle Nicole Rocket, this grown-up me. They talk to Gutta. Hold on, y'all. Some of y'all don't know who Gutta is. They talk to Gutta, the 13-year-old me, the 14-year-old me, who is literally fighting to be seen, heard, and valued and loved on and cared for. But they come to me and they talk to that little girl me and they correct me so lovingly. They talk to me so lovingly and they pour into me so lovingly. And I'm able to share with them my darkness. Because see, the enemy wants you to keep your darkness dark. He don't want you to take your darkness and put it into the light because then you're exposed. Ooh, then when you're exposed, people are going to see you. People are going to see your imperfections. They're going to see your flaws. He doesn't want. He wants you to stay in your mess. He wants you to stay in your shit. But God sent people in my life that are literally helping me be a better person. I see people and I'm like, dang, like, I want to be better for them. I want to be better because the next time I talk to this person, I want to share how I'm growing, how I'm developing, how I'm going to the next level. I want to be able to like, girl, look, I was in prayer, girl. I was reading the scripture, girl. God has sent me people who check up on me. God has sent me people who, hey, just think about you. Here's some Starbucks. God has sent me people where they just pray with me. God will send me people where He be like, I saw what you put up there and you need to go take that down. God will send me people where He's like, you're too quiet. Let me talk to you. God sent people who are happy to help me be better. And I believe that God is going to send you people who are happy to help you be better. I have a lot of things going on right now in my life. Everything ain't peachy cream. I lost a significant amount of community with my family because I put out my book. And putting out my book exposed something in my family. And I'm not going to go into crazy detail because I always say I'm going to tell my story, not the story of other people. But it exposed something in my family that is uncomfortable. And I prayed to God, I said, I know I'm gonna lose people, God. God's like, don't even worry about that. I got you. And so I made a decision that I was just going to do it. I'm just going to do what God told me to do. He put me on two specific paths. And then I asked God, I was like, this was in July, maybe August, but I asked God, I said, God, listen, I know we be doing this thing. We be going back and forth. I be fussing at you. You be yelling at me, whatever, whatever. This is how I talk to God. First off, I don't know how y'all talk to God, but I talk to God like this. Okay. Well, I be doing this thing. We got this. We're going back and forth. Whatever. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I need you to yell at me. I need you to yell at me. I need you to Rocky yell at me. Matter of fact, I need you to be louder. In the past 3 weeks, God has yelled at me. He has confirmed what I'm supposed to be doing. He has affirmed me. Oh, he's affirmed me. He's affirmed me and he's propelled me. I I'm sharing this with y'all because oof, some of us get in such a relationship with God that he can only trust us in crisis. Let me tell you what I mean. You only go to God when you're in a crisis or you need something. So you know what God like this is just my opinion. If you have a crisis relationship with God, he's only going to trust you in a crisis because that's the only time you're talking to him. But if you're not talking to him when things are good and you're not in communion with him in community and saying, hey, woo, 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 helping you make decisions throughout the day, involving him in your business, involving him with your kids and all these things, I am a firm believer. This is my belief, not yours, my belief. Remember, I said this is my belief that if you have a crisis relationship with God, he feels like he can only trust you in a crisis. So if you find yourself in a lot of crises, I don't even know if that's the plural word for it, but if you find yourself in a lot of crises and you find yourself always overcoming, oh, Jesus. You find yourself always overcoming stuff. Some of us, we have people like, girl, no matter what she go through, girl, she always bounce back. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired. I ain't got no more. God, free me of a bounce back spirit. Free me of the spirit of bounce back. I, mm-mm, mm, mm, mm. Free me of a crisis spirit. I don't want that. God, free me of being the spirit of your strongest soldier. Oh Lord, because he wants a connection with us, and that's the only time you're connecting with him. This year, I had to really sit with God and say, God, I don't want any. Listen, I blow my mind every single day, God. Blow my mind in the best way possible every single day, God. Blow my mind in the best way possible, and that only it could be you, God. God, if it's not in flow, I don't want exactly D. If it's not in flow, I don't want it. If it's not ease, I don't want it. I know me and I know I used to put my armor on and get in the battlefield and fight all the time and be an overcomer. And people see me go through things and are like, you're such a strong woman. Nope. Weak bitch me, God. I said it. Weak bitch me. I don't want the spirit of bounce back. Okay. I want to be resilient. I don't want to be the resilience leader. And some of us have to be bold enough to let it go. Whew. Listen, I am super excited where God is taking me in this season. I know I'm only going to be focusing on AI on this side of the house. I still have my consulting firm where I work with organizations and educators. Um, listen, you hear me? On the other side of the house, do the root work is a real, it's a real thing and it's happening and I see it and I feel it and I know God is working. And The last few weeks I've been writing content because the holidays are always so tough for me. Number one, before I talk about this, I have a workshop next week. It's on the 12th of November, and it is the three AI assets that all experts will need in 2026. It's not free, but it is amazing. Okay. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have a great time. It is a conversion event. So I'm going to try to get y'all into my school community. I just need y'all to know my goal is to convert you into something. Normally, I just like to host workshops and master classes. This time around, trying to get y'all into the community. So I'm letting y'all know ahead of time. Okay. Um, Now that I've gotten that out the way, do the root work has been something in my spirit since 2020. And when I tell you, um, this is definitely a God thing. Cause I told God I didn't want to do this. I told God I don't want to do this. I've been denying this for so long, y'all. Like I've been denying this side of me for so long to the point where it's bursting at the seams. So the last few weeks I've been writing content because I realized my body was doing something different. The holiday season is so tough for me. It's tough for me. I'm the black sheep in my family. I don't really like being around certain people in my life. I don't really like celebrating the holidays. From November to January 1st, I've always experienced a significant amount of loss. I've lost my dad, my stepdad, my stepmom, my nephew, a really good friend of mine, committed suicide in the month of November. Like there's a lot that goes on in the holiday season that my body will start to react before I do. There's a book called The Body Keeps Score, and my body starts to react before I do. And I noticed I was changing. I was feeling like I was going through it. And I was like, you know what? This is what's happening. This is what I'm going through. And so do the root work is my mission. It's my love. And also, I just want to say this. I really don't like spending time with my family, like certain parts of my family for the holidays. And I know some of y'all are probably there too. I am opening up the Do the Root Work community. It's called the Rooted Circle. Yes, I'm selling multiple things at one time. And we're going to have a virtual Friendsgiving on November 18th. We're going to have a virtual Friendsgiving on November 18th because some of us have gone through so much alone and we don't have a space to really just be a hot freaking mess, but also know like we have God. Like God is just there. God is we like my pastor said something in a sermon a couple weeks ago, maybe it was this past week, but he said, I could believe in God and still be feeling some type of way. Like I'm a little depressed and I believe in God. Yeah, I'm a little anxious and I believe in God. Yeah, I'm going through something and I believe in God. Let me have my moment. And I feel like the rooted circle is where y'all gonna get to have your moment. I have curated such a space and I've been working so intently since since March to create this space that even I don't understand it sometimes. Only it can only be God. This is a part of me that I know I'm supposed to do. And I know this might sound crazy because normally I don't like to have multiple offers going at one time, but I'm going to go with my spirit. I'm going to go with my spirit on this one. And I'm just going to drop the link to the school community. Okay, hold on one second. I want to give this caveat. Okay. I'm not supposed to launch this until really start pushing it until after my workshop. But I feel in my spirit that it's supposed to happen now. I also want to say this too. Um, there's some things I gotta add in there. I gotta build. It's not perfect. I'm not shooting for perfection, but I'm shooting for a space where as women, as women who love hard, who be hard, who do hard, and wants to have something for themselves and just have a safe space, I want to open it up. I know this is crazy. It's not even ready yet. This is like coming over to somebody's house and they're like, oh my gosh, I was in the process of cleaning up and you just popped up before I finished. This is where we're at right now. But I also need to tell you guys something. I prayed on this and I asked God, I said, God, I don't want I don't want to create a space where these women don't understand the power of investing in themselves and their healing. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. Healing is an investment. It's an investment. And I said, God, show me what the investment should be. And at first I was like, boy, what? I, s- I said, boy, what? But then I did a little deep processing and I understood. So the rooted circle is only going to be $8 a month. Yep. The rooted circle is only $8 a month. The number 8 represents new beginnings, and every woman deserves a chance to start fresh. I don't believe healing, um, at least working with me, I don't believe healing, like healing is it shouldn't be a luxury. It's something we need as humans. We need to heal, and we need to be in a safe space to heal. Um, and I believe because the number 8 represents new beginnings, it's a small seed that you're going to get a big return for. Whether it's peace, whether it's perspective, whether it's redefining your purpose and walking into it. Um, oh, I don't know why I'm getting emotional again. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like if you're not serious about your healing in this season and all the things that's going on, this is the holiday season. It could be a heavy reminder for who's no longer here, what's broken, or how lonely you feel. Um, it's a I know I'm in a space where I'm being emotionally triggered because of difficult family dynamics, like all the things. So instead of pretending to be okay, I want us to have a space where we can be real, where we can be seen, and where we can be supported. And that is the rooted circle. So I dropped the link and I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Um, but I'm excited. And the cost of it is like 26 cents a day. That's it. 26 cents. 26 cents. And I don't normally launch multiple things at one time. Um, but I really felt in my spirit, I was like, nah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it a little early. We're gonna see what happens. So I'm excited that I shared my 5 points with y'all. I'm excited that I shared where I'm at in business. I'm excited that you guys joined me on this live and engaged and took time to listen to me ramble a little bit, but also just kind of like listen to where I'm at. I promise to try to do this more, but I'm also going to be heavily invested in my communities moving forward. Um, I want to just go live in my communities, and that's really like what I want to do. I also want to say like this community isn't therapy, it's truth. I do still believe you should go to therapy. I do still believe you should go to church. I do still believe you should go to God. I do still believe P shut up. I do still believe I do still believe you got to do the work. You just don't have to do it alone. And the beautiful thing about the community is that, especially with it being on school, is that the more you engage, the more you can unlock with your healing. Because there's so many tools and resources based on your engagement. So the more you engage, the more your healing becomes real for you. You engage in your own healing. So, whew, that is my brave thing for today. That's my brave thing for today. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. A little scared, a little nervous. Um, but I wore this shirt to say I am so over not doing the thing that God told me to do. And if you're over it, so over it, I just want you to know that I know that you know we can do this together. Yes, we can do this together. So, yes, I think I just saw a question. Can someone pay for an annual subscription up front? Yes, you can. I got to turn it on. I literally just Tanya, I literally just turned it on like today. So you can pay for the subscription up front. I'll turn it on in like a second, but yeah, y'all, like I just ooh, I was talking to Deanna and I was just like, she knows how I don't know, like she knows how oh my gosh, I'm not gonna cry on this live, but she knows like how much work I do behind the scenes and how much this work means to me. But we also see so many women struggling. And y'all know I don't use the struggle word, but we see so many women struggling, and I'm just sick of it. So that's my brave thing for the day. If you are interested in the annual, I will turn it on as soon as I get off this live. But I just wanted to say I love y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. We got this. We about to turn up. Anybody who has said, Rocky, I want something like this, I want more of this from you, guess what? This is it. And I'll see you inside of the Rooted Circle.